Well, look at that. I'm live, and I ain't even in the damn picture. Ain't that about a B? If you guys are wondering, I always have problems, so I'm doing it the smart way today. I actually used a different camera, and I'm trying to get it set up. Hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, we'll just go on like it did. I believe we're all set. All right then. Let me see. Oh, you know something? There was something I did not think of. Let me see if I can get in here and get to the comments real quick, and then we'll figure it out. I don't even know if you guys can see this. You can tell me if you can. My laptop's being unusual today. So, what I'm doing is I'm doing my chat on my TV. Hey Chevy 5 Speed, what's up? It's good to see maybe somebody got a notification. I'm kind of in here screwing around, testing out equipment, testing out angles. So, like, part of my head. What can I say? But while I'm doing that, I'm going to eat something. For the three of you that are here and awake, whatever time it is on Sunday morning, how does the camera, or how does the video look other than the glare from the TV? Does it look better than usual? You guys have both seen live streams before. Is the picture quality any better? Am I wasting my time with a new camera on a live stream? What do you think? I'm also curious to know what kind of delay I have to figure out. Oh, it's not too bad. There we go. Even better. It's cutting off the top of my head. This is why I do these early in the morning. Like 4 of you will see it. You're blessed, or I'm blessed that no one else is watching, because when we go up to 5, when we go big time, you know, got to have my whole head in. Let's see if I can adjust this camera just a bit. I'll be right back. And then I'll eat the sandwich. Hey, look. Can you guys see that? It's my Facebook. Actually, it's our Facebook. And since there seems to be, at any given moment, 5 to 6 of you guys right now, 7, I'm like 5 people short of getting the 700 on likes on the Facebook. Go hook a brother up. I'll give you a shout out right here. I thought while I was testing out the equipment, trying to figure out what I was doing here with this, I would try a sandwich I've never tried before. Anybody ever had the sweet onion teriyaki? It seems like Subway's very proud of it. They're always pushing the damn thing. But honestly, I've never met a single person that's had one. It's Busy Bone. Busy Bone got a notification. You are probably the first person in real time to tell me that in a month. God bless you, sir. You've given me reason to believe. It's not as messy as I thought it would. Thank you, Chevy. I was wondering because the camera that we have, we shoot with 2 or 3 different cameras, and you can probably tell the difference between the quality, of course, of the live streams and the regular. But the same camera, it's just not working. It's a Canon that we go live with occasionally, and it always looks blurry to me. I understand, you know, there's other things that work with a live stream, but then I see like Ian K, his shit's on point. I'm not trying to be that on point, but I'd like to be able to see my features. Okay, sweet onion teriyaki. You guys ever had one of these? Smells better than I thought it would. I went with everything that is supposed to be on it except no tomatoes, of course. And I had to get rid of the jalapenos and switch in bell peppers because the Subway jalapenos looked rotten this morning. I'm not that committed to the gimmick. Oh my. I'm gonna have to get a napkin at some point. And because you have to have chips, I'm going with wavy hickory barbecue. Never had those either. I thought I'd just try a bunch of crap I'd never tried before. Not bad. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Trying out new camera angles? Trying out a new camera? Different location if you don't ever watch wrestling, but the location's here and there. Just trying out some new stuff. And eating a teriyaki sandwich, which I've never tried before from Subway. I'll say I'm surprised. Not bad at all. Some teriyaki with me actually is quite disgusting. This has just the right amount of sweet. Thank you, Andrew. I don't know what we're doing wrong with the live streams, but we shoot supposedly both in HD, the live streams and the regular videos. Not 4K though, but HD. And then whenever I go back and look at the live streams, it's always like fuzzy and rounded and just kind of like, like really good TV reception in 1978. Starting to get on my nerves. Beverage. Wow. Always surprises me the amount of people up early on a Sunday. Every single time that I see more than like 3 people are watching, I'm just shocked. I'm only up this early because I work nights. I don't know. I hope you guys all are still up, not having to get up this early, especially like on the West Coast. That would totally suck. Got my napkins. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. Hugh broke his phone. He has an iPhone 7. I don't know why. At some point we had a preponderance of like, this is a 4S from iPhone. Still looks new. He broke one of those and he's on his second one. He's still waiting on the other one to get fixed. I don't want him nowhere near my phones until he gets the curse off of him. Start filming with a drone. And just have it hover. I could just like hang like a camera off of some fishing wire and just play the sound effect of a hovering drone. I don't know where you're at, Andrew, or if you keep up with this. I know you were kidding about the drone, but actually I have people seriously suggest to me, hey man, you gotta do that drone thing. I never knew this. I knew in New York they did. I know for sure they did. But here in Arkansas, they have some serious laws against drones. Or not against drones, about what you can do with a drone. And it's too much work for me to try to figure out if my drone is considered a toy or if it's considered serious. In Arkansas, if I'm reading this crap right, if it's a toy drone, you can literally fly it right into somebody's house with the camera on. But if it's considered professional, you have to get like a clearance and you're screwed if they catch you. The thing is, what they're calling a toy drone now was a high dollar drone, say 3-5 years ago, like super top of the line. Unless somebody buys me the drone, buys me the clearances, and then educates me, I'm probably going to go no on the drone. Maybe King can come down from Canada and give me like a week's worth of training. I can see it now. He'll be asking for money next week to come down here and train me. Damn, this sandwich is pretty good, guys. I would have had one of these long ago if I'd have known. And the chicken isn't that usual, like the chicken patty meat. It's still probably some formed ass fake meat, but they do a better job of disguising it. The McDonald's fresh beef, I'll give you both opinions. It makes a difference to me. I like it. I believe Q's exact quote was, I really can't tell any difference except it's salty. Yeah, it's a rotisserie chicken. But I thought that was a gimmick. I mean, I've read it before. But, yeah. You don't like the meat on the new quarter pounder, Andrew? What'd you have? Three-Way Productions? I bet you didn't have one of these bad boys. I'm hearing a lot of people say they think that McDonald's beef is saltier. I just didn't get it. But Q was convinced of it. For those of you wondering where the hell I'm filming this, this is where I shoot when we do like the live wrestling that most of you guys don't watch. I just wanted somewhere different than where we do the reviews usually, so you could tell if we were in a different place for a different thing. Another salty. So does that mean like you're going to have to switch over and go like Big Mac with them, Andrew? I had my first Big Mac last night. I haven't had a Big Mac in like 6 months. And every time I have one, I'm always like, why didn't I have one sooner? Nope, the last Big Mac I had, I made in a video. I put bacon on it. Probably 3 months ago. So, yeah, it's been a minute, though. Egg and bacon on Italian cheese bread. That sounds good. Haha. No, I'm not wrestling. We do like a watch-along whenever they have a pay-per-view. Like, you know, I watch it, you watch it, we comment back and forth, but it's not on the screen. So you always get like a guy every 20 minutes going, hey, where's the matches? They're on the network, buddy. Lately, what I've been ordering, like, one thing about making these videos, it's, your taste in fast food begins to get really boring when you get to buy it for yourself. Wow. Okay. My breakfast menu I've eaten 3 times in the last 2 weeks at McDonald's has been large Coke for $1, sausage biscuit, and a hash brown. 3 times, and I've liked it all 3 times. When we're not, you know, having to do it, I like it to be simple sometimes. It's just better that way. He'll go off the top rope, busy. He's not scared, but no. He's not even on those. Usually he'll stop in for a minute, but I could have used him on the first one. I think WrestleMania, I was in here sitting in this chair for 7 hours. Or sitting on the bed. And then I decided I was going to do this. I'm still not pleased with the camera angle. It still needs to come up like, I don't know, 2 inches. Andrew, I'm with you. The sausage patty itself, I don't even like sausage patties, really. I'll eat it buried in a biscuit. But the BK sausage patty, for my taste, whatever they do to it, it's dry as a bone and I love it. I love the fact that it's not all like greasy. It's my favorite. If I could take that in any biscuit other than their biscuit and put them together, be in business. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to adjust this angle 1%. Sorry guys, this is what happens when you watch an early morning video. I feel like, you know, I'm in competition with Jason Callan for special effects. Let's try this. Uh-oh. Now it's probably going to be too high. What'd you do this morning? I watched a man adjust a camera. Wow, that looks like surgery. So there's some lag time because I'm watching me now. Never mind, hurts my head. Here's what's weird. I just lived that. In this picture on the screen during the lag was different. I swear to God. I'm not even going to try to figure out time travel. Anyway. don't know if I do a foot long today. I also went with the white bread. For the first time in like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys pay attention to such things, but usually when I do this in the mornings, a lot of times it's a wrap. Or I try different kinds of bread. Can you send me all that crappy cereal you don't want? Dude, the only one that was truly crappy, spoiler, was the Fruity Pebbles, and I was barely disappointed about that. The Nilla, the banana one, I went and bought another box. I've been eating it around here as a snack, just with no milk, just like in the bowl. And I hate those little marshmallows, but for this one thing, they work. I have, Jeff, all except the very newest one. The last one I watched was Jamie Kennedy and the dude from Michael J. Fox's father from the 80s in like Africa or something. I didn't see the newest one. I'll tell you what was wrong with it in a minute, Andrew. Yeah, he's all up in arms on it. He's pretty passionate about his trimmers. The problem I had with the peanut butter pebble cereal was the cocoa. First 3 bites was great, but then the milk got to it. It didn't even make the cereal soft. It just changed the flavor where it went from like a peanut butter chocolate flavor to just like a bleh, like malto-meal flavor. Which is fine, but just call it that. It was no longer peanut butter and cocoa after like 3 bites. It just all became one thing. That's a lot of white bread, my friends. There we go. Watching myself. You know that you're either overeating or you got too many carbs or too much white bread when you have to close your eyes and like concentrate on the chewing, which I just did there a moment ago. That's hard times. We'll see if I can keep my eyes open for this one. Have you tried the peanut butter chocolate pie Oreos yet? Honestly, Jeff, I haven't. This morning when I got off work, I made a half-assed attempt to find them, and it was the first time I've tried. I think you know we are Oreoed up constantly. This one kind of came out of left field on me. Usually I know they're coming like weeks in advance. I think I only found out about that one last week. I didn't see it, but I heard Ian did it in his live stream. It just kind of sounds like more of the same, though. Have any of you guys had it? You know, I probably would never watch that movie, but it is on Amazon Prime right now, and I've already paid for it. What did you think, Jeff? Did it just taste like a peanut butter cookie? I'll tell you what I am excited to see. I just noticed that Amazon Prime also got is they got Disaster Artist on there, and I never got to see that in the movie, so I'm going to probably watch that here in a little bit. Tracy Carl's excited. I'm going to tell you, Tracy, this is my first time eating one. Master Far, I bet. Whoa. Look at that. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. Armin Avakian was happy with my cereal review. Christina G replied, something, something. Master Far, we did the Baconator fries twice. So if you go to the little search bar and type like Mr. Happy 0121, yeah, that's us. Baconator fry review. Way easier than searching through 1,000 videos. Spinach is starting to die. Ever try food from Texas Roadhouse? Yes, I have. I don't have a bad opinion of it. What is your secret channel? Do you mean what's on it? Or why do I have it? Or what do I do with it? Or what's the name of it? Did you see the... If you have our Instagram, Andrew, I did this stupid video where I just intercut a bunch of crap with like Scott Steiner in it. The secret channel is basically a way for me to test algorithms. I don't try to put like real entertainment value in it. It's basically, I don't have it monetized. Well, YouTube wouldn't monetize it right now, so it's not some money-making scheme. I will think up something and try to figure in my brain how many views just the words will get. And then I'll make some BS video to back it up. Really only to see what the search algorithm is on it. That's why the channel exists. That's why I don't go out of my way to promote it, because it's not even the low quality of entertainment we have here. It's basically me just seeing what people will come look at based on the description. Here's a weird thing, Master Far, and I always threaten to do it. When we sit down and did the 2 Taco Bell chip reviews, I edited probably 45 minutes of stuff out of that, and we still ended up at about 25-30 minutes for the 2 videos. He says lots of stuff, but in the current climate of YouTube, all of his stuff would get us shut down in about 5 minutes. That's pretty much why you don't hear as much from him. We still make the videos. They're still all intact. And one day when we get somewhere where we can put them out as intended, then you'll see way more of him. Trust me. I always say that and people are like, come on, he doesn't really talk. Oh, I promise. If you follow us on Facebook and you just go to like the video section, I will take out like a couple times a week, I'll take a 1 or 2 minute thing that he has said and just drop it in. It's just him talking crazy, offensive shit that you can never see here. I've got tons of it. Oh. Good morning, Trollser the God. As I spit food all over. Burger King did a Donut Whopper on June 1st. You do know what that was, right, Jeff? They made a Whopper, and then they had a device to poke a hole in it, and then they gave it to you for the same price as a Whopper. You just got less Whopper. Burger King. You know who had that review also? Old Burger King BJ man, Ian Cave. He plays golf with those guys. Uh-oh. What was that? We may have hit a difficult spot. Anyone that remembers the... No. Not what I'd hoped for. I was hoping for like a dead rat or something. Always wanted to try a donut cheeseburger. Oh, that's right. I was just going to say, just go to any fair. But you can't just go to any fair. It's funny you say that, Master Far. Going to see Deadpool 2 tonight. I have not, this is not like my second viewing either. I've waited this long so I wouldn't have to deal with crowds. That's one of the nice things about that movie kind of being off on its own, not tied into the Marvel Universe, is it doesn't feel like the pressure to go watch that one so you can talk about it with everybody about all the other movies. It sits on its own. But yeah, I'm going to go probably tonight for the Late Late Show. I've heard, because you can't get away from spoilers, I've heard that the after credits was almost better than the movie. That's what everybody's telling me anyway. We had 4 of them for different reasons, Jeff. One of the 4 was maybe the best burger I've ever had from Burger King. Other 2 were average, then I had a really bad one. If you go back and find that review, I put the really bad one at the back of the one me and Q tried. So the total video is like 15 minutes. It's actually 2 reviews. But man, in my area, Burger King can really do some great things, but when they mess up, they explode huge. There was a piece of chicken in here that was nothing but gristle. Subway, step it up. Define new so I can answer you properly. Oh, you mean like the promotion they got going now, which is actually probably, I could go look it up, the same promotion they've run before, where they're doing like the not flavored, but the different variations on the Whopper? Or did I miss something where they're making them out of like, I don't know, human heads or something? The only job I ever had in fast food was with Burger King. And I may be completely wrong here. I have been before. But of all the places that this fresh beef thing is like catching on and making a difference, I don't believe it's going to make much of a difference at Burger King. Now, granted, like health-wise, but I mean flavor-wise, you're running it through the machine. You can almost put a hockey puck in there and it comes out edible. So I don't really know if it's going to have that big an impact. Like McDonald's, I believe, fries their patties. Don't hold me to that. I don't work there, but looking at them, it looks that way. The grilled Burger King device, I'm just really dubious that it's going to make that big of an impact. Oh, teriyaki chicken. They were proud of this sumbitch too. Just a sandwich, footlong, in my area, $9. Yeah, we have Shake Shacks here now. I've had people tell me though in the past that Shake Shack is one of those places that somebody didn't tie down the copyrights or the rights to the name. So my Shake Shack may not be the same as yours. If it looked to be a foot long, I did not measure it. My opinion, it's one of those sandwiches that's definitely a 6-incher, not a foot long. Everything that I enjoyed about it early on, I'm starting to weary on now. If I'd only had a half of one, or a 6-inch sandwich, I think my experience would have been better. The sauce, after that long, like now I'm like 9 inches in, beginning to be a bit much. Still better than most of what they have. Hey BBL, 11 inches is a nice size. It's a nice size. Hey, somebody went over and liked the Facebook page, so I'm going to have to shout them out. Facebook. Somebody's birthday today, too. Woohoo. Oh, really? It's going to make me wait? Okay, maybe they're not getting that shout out just yet. I don't want to go search. But yeah, Facebook, home of a lot of our uncut crap. I wish Instagram would let us post longer videos. Armin, I'm telling you this because I care. Don't ever, ever, ever say that to the endorsement. He'll come after you. He will. That's weird. We've got 2 Shipleys where I am, and my closest Dunkin' Donuts is like 60 miles away. I think if you only have, let him try. Yes, so when I said don't insult it, it was code for insult Dunkin' Donuts around him because, yeah, I want to see him try to. Quiznos has the best tuna Subway, felt like crap after. I ain't trying to give you a hard time, man, but it has never, I've never gone anywhere and wanted to order a tuna sandwich. What am I missing? why is the reason you would go, like, oh, I just think of like chicken in the sea or something. I just never enters into my head to eat tuna. I've had people ask me why we haven't reviewed a tuna sandwich from like a Subway. I don't think I'd like it. Once at the local Subway, a guy got 3 items on his sub, and the lady used 6 of each, and he flipped out. Did he flip out because like 6 was too much or 6 was too little? Oh, 3 6s. Yeah, I'm not that guy. I would be like, it's 18, buddy. People are going to hate. There's going to be backlash for most things. That movie was kind of doomed from the start. They had to take over with a different crew. I didn't like the guy they cast as Solo, so I haven't seen it yet. The last Star Wars movie, Q and I went on the last day the theater had it. So I'm not saying I won't see Solo. It's 50-50 what I'm hearing. But I wasn't happy with the casting. And then the casting they did for Lando, I was like, well, now that's casting. Just make that movie. That's a very divisive question, Aaron. So I'll answer it quickly and then I will move along. I'm a cat person, mostly because dogs hate me. They hate me. This is absolutely true. They will either attack me, they will pee themselves, or they will go into some kind of weird, like, I don't know, mixture of the two if they've never seen me and I approach them. Dogs, just something about my vibrations. I know it must mean I'm evil. I've always considered I'm 6'4" and wear a backwards hat and they don't like it for some reason, but I'm aerodynamic. Cats, on the other hand, I'm always that guy people say, my cat never comes out when people come and cat's all over me. And then you got fur. Subway just had a bad combination of ingredients. Again, I'm interested in the tuna thing. It's my ignorance. So, is it more like a tuna salad? Because, like, I'm just picturing tuna. Now, they're one more flop away, and this one isn't even a flop, Andrew. I said this, I think, on yesterday's video, but God, how many cereal videos can you guys watch? I didn't even watch the last one. I made it. The way they need to pull this thing out of the fire, and it will piss off the Star Wars purist. They take Boba Fett, and they figure out a way to shoot him over to the Marvel Universe. Just Boba Fett, not Darth Vader, no huge characters, because Boba Fett is basically a blank slate. They could put him in any kind of situation in the Marvel Universe and have it not affect a single thing from Star Wars. And they can always do the old trick where, like, he gets knocked into a black hole and something happens and he gets thrown in the Marvel Universe. When they have his 2 or 3 movie arc, Doctor Strange opens a door and throws him right back into people watching, never saw him leave. It's like it never happened. I'm telling you, that's a way that Star Wars may need to go if they don't start doing this. Seasoned deli style salad had plain canned tuna. Ooh, I don't know about it. Yeah, I'm one of these gamers. I'm an old man gamer. I play Madden for 3 months a year. I play the new WWE game 3-4 months a year. Actually, I'm in a real good place with that. This is how old I am. I don't even play the new one. I'm 3 years behind, so every time they come out with a new one, I go to GameStop and get one from 3 years ago, and it's like $7. That's the best of all worlds. I still get a new game. Game's cheap. And then I play like fighting games. I try. I just suck, man. I suck at anything that's a first-person shooter. I always end up just like in the wall walking and people are shooting me. But damn it, I can throw an 80-yard pass and catch it myself. Old man gamer. That's the thing about Madden is they'll put things into the games that you'll get attached to, and then they'll move away from them. I still have, like, I've got the PlayStation 2. I got a PlayStation 1, but I ain't messing with that. I've got like 2 Maddens that I have a PlayStation 2 that I've kept just for that. And I'm super attached to them. They've never brought back like any of those rules or any of those moves. Tetris and Solitaire. Okay, that's super old man. That's almost old lady gaming there. 2004 up. Yeah, the analog, right? I remember Tecmo Bowl. I played Tecmo Bowl, that's how old I am, on the original. Like, when it first came out. I'm trying to figure, was it a Sega gaming system? I think so. For some reason, I gravitated to Super Mario 2. And I played it and played it and played it. And I was always a princess. Because that levitation power, dude, I don't care. Laugh all you want. I'll be floating while you're dying. I was always a Mortal Kombat guy. And everyone else I knew was Street Fighter. So I would go to their house and get my ass kicked. But then when they came here, it was my turn. I also like the bad DC ripoff of the Mortal Kombat games. And it was all over the news that the Star Wars ripoff Mortal Kombat, what was it, Tetrisai or Tetrisai from PlayStation 2, somehow some of that made its way into the Solo movie. That almost made me want to watch it just for that. See, by that point, Super Mario, I was already moving on to other things. And if we're going to go back to like that far, I played the hell out of some Contra. If you guys don't know what Contra is, I could be wrong on this, but the Contra was the very first time in my life I ever used up, up, down, down, left, right, you know. I didn't forget. Whatever. That was the first time I ever used that code, 99 min. And I needed like 98 of them. Still chewing. Other than like six pieces of spinach, I eat the whole thing. Give me one of your favorite songs, please. Hugh and I are both huge suckers for the Doors. And I hate to be the I hate to be that guy, because I know that I'm basically in some ways a caricature, but I really, 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 really like the new Dre song, Upset, Not God's Plan. It just depends. I listen to every style of music except modern country. Like, I would rather impale myself from the top of a building onto like a gigantic pleasure device than listen to Sam Hunt. If you guys don't know what a Sam Hunt is, that is the music that plays in the elevator ride to hell. But other than that kind of music, I'm solid, man. I'll listen to anything. Chris Stapleton, I don't have that bad of an opinion. I've seen him. Granted, not on purpose. He's alright. And then when I tell people who I like in modern times, I just completely go against everything that I've just said. But it's easier for me to tell you, I don't like Luke Bryan. I don't like pretty much anybody that's on country radio now. Before you guys lynch me, though, I like Florida Georgia Line, but wait. I actually had seen them a few times before they had a hit, so that's a different perspective. Don't hold that against me. Lubed Sam Hunt CDs. Sam Hunt sucks so bad. He was at a music festival, and all the people I was with, except Q, I walked away from free beer and went into a building and paid for beer and closed the door not to hear Sam Hunt. That's how bad he is. And if you know me, walking away from free beer, forget about it. They are country pop, but when I saw them the first time, they were just a rock band. So it's one of those things, but you can't even say Sam Hunt is country pop. He's not rap either. I don't know where they get this as country. It's somebody playing a keyboard, and then he's all like, I woke up this morning and I walked down the road. I didn't feel very good. That's a song. What? It's not rap. It's not good. It's not country. It sucks. Yeah, what you said, Trolzar. I should buy you a gaming PC. I'm using an Asus, bro. Come on. Let me at least bump up one class and get a... I just want a laptop that doesn't completely suck, that has a lit keyboard. Not like a Q-lit keyboard, like a lit keyboard. You know Mr. Nguyen? Yes, I pronounced your name correctly, Mr. Nguyen. I've seen that before. That was not original. Mr. Nguyen copied and pasted that from somewhere. Let's see. I don't know, man. That really brought me down, thinking about Sam Hunt. I saw Young Thug 2 weeks ago, and I'm not going to say like Sam Hunt, but kind of like that type of music. I did not plan to go see Young Thug. I just ended up seeing him. I was pleasantly surprised. He was no Wiz Khalifa, but he was not bad. I don't sexually identify myself at all. I mean, who does that? See? It's a different age. I just identify myself. Oftentimes I don't even identify myself. I just say, hey, go piss off. So if that's a sexual identification. Do you ever... This is for the older folks in the crowd. If you're ever drinking vodka, do you ever not pay attention and pour the wrong proof in the first drink? You almost barf. I know, your real pros are going, well, why you got different proofs, you wuss? I have like a morning proof, a little lower. I have my late evening proof, a little higher. And I got them mixed up this morning, and I about threw up on my shoes the first drink. I'm glad that didn't make it on camera. Andrew, all the time, man. Here's who won the Drake and Pusha T beef, depending on how you look at it. If I walk up to 10 people and say, Drake and Pusha T are having a beef, 7 people will go, who's Pusha T and why is Drake worried about him? 2 people will go, who, what? And 1 person will go, what about Sam Hunt, bro? Nobody you're ever going to walk up to is going to say, Pusha T's my guy. He's been around since like 92. He's been in some crappy groups. Nobody cares about Pusha T. Even you guys. Pusha T is using the Greg and Q model of shaking his fist at somebody that's higher up the chain than him, hoping for attention. Shut up, Drake, though. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. And my response was this, and they didn't have an answer, so maybe you can tell me. How did he shut up Drake? I mean, Drake put out like 2 songs in 2 days. He's not going to run his whole business plan into the ground because some dude that can't grow hair is messing with him. Why would he put out another song? Let this one hit. And what was the big news he had on Drake? A rapper has an illegitimate child. That's some hard-hitting evidence. That's some real news there. In other news, wrestling's fake. Hey, Baz. Been waiting on you. But at the same time, I almost don't consider Drake a rapper, and that'll get some heat from people. He's like a popper. Even when he was starting out, did you guys ever really... He's more... I don't know. I like my rappers to speak a little quicker and have a little more snap and a little more rhyme. But then again, I'm an old man and I don't get into mumblecore much. Mumble rap is not my thing. Right, Baz? Who's your favorite rapper, Baz? Educate us. I'm going to see if I can find my Facebook subscriber real quick so I can shout them out. They're probably long gone. For those of you that watched the video yesterday but did not see the Snapchat, the Instagram, or the Facebook version, the voiceover I did on the cereal where I did the thing where I had Scott Steiner pop on and just start wildly talking shit to me, I actually edited that together in a video, and I enjoyed doing that more than I enjoyed eating the cereal yesterday. So if you guys get the chance, it's on Instagram. That's a nice way of saying it. You know what? Lil Pump's alright. In doses. I mean, what? You make like an 18-song album that's like 28 minutes long. I don't dislike Lil Pump. I'm trying to think of something bad to say. I got nothing. I got to see the Facebook version. Well, you saw it close enough. One pump a day. I'm waiting on somebody. Where's the Boot Gang shout out? Yo, Boot Gang? Boot Gang in the house? Now, see, you guys done thought I'm not having a stroke. That's a guy, and he says things. Bro, you missed the sandwich. Bro. It was pretty good. The sweet onion teriyaki. Roland Mendoza, since you're here, I waited to give it a grade. Actually, here's a little inside tip for you guys, because people always think they've discovered something. If you ever notice when I do these and I eat the sandwich for like the hour, I never grade it. But for Roland Mendoza today showing up, I give that sandwich. The first 6 inches, I give a 93. The last 6 inches, I give an 80. Median score, 86.5. Thanks for coming, Roland. Hello, Subway. I eat a lot of your damn sandwiches. Why don't you hook me up with some coupons? Or coupons? Or some free passes? Boom! Not boom! Boom! I'm trying to think of his arch nemesis. We're going deep down the rabbit hole if I'm talking about Boot Gang. He's a rapper. Coupons, that's right. What is the other guy? You've got this dude. His name is Boot Gang, and his polar opposite is White Joker. I'm not making this up. When we're done here, go Google or look up the White Joker, and then fall down that rabbit hole yourself, but don't blame me. Why is avocado? I don't know. Why is avocado so pricey almost anywhere? You would think it was made of like angel wings or I don't know. And the avocado at Subway is probably the worst avocado in all of fast food. I know it's avocado and I'm trying to think of it like it should be something, but no. It's just like mushy baby food. It's got no flavor. Well, see, Carlos knows. As far as why it's so pricey, I don't know. You can go like to Walmart and buy a tub of avocado spread and put as much on there as you want, and it tastes better. But that's too much work for me. I ain't gonna lie. Wow. The Fruit Loops video. I told you guys you were sick of cereal videos. A whopping 195 views right there yesterday. Amazing. Those kind of videos, though, they do serve a purpose. They are what keep the lights on, believe it or not. It always amazes me, like, we make the fast food videos, and they get their 2,000 or 3,000 views pretty quick. And that's, like, an average channel. What I call average is anybody from 5,000 to 100,000 subscribers in fast food reviews. They're going to get their 3,000, 4,000, and then they're going to have some that go up and go down. The thing that always amazes me is when you do store-bought food, you'll put it out, and it'll just sit there like a turd. And you go, okay, well, that was a waste of time. Those of you that have been around a while, you probably wonder, why? Why does he keep making these Lay's videos? He'll do like 5 in a week. If you go back and look, they get, when they run their course and it's all said and done, if you don't know any better, they've got the same amount of views as fast food. It just takes them longer. People go find them later. Like, store-bought food, nobody runs to watch it. They just watch it, say, if they're at home eating it, they go, I'll watch a review. Sooner or later, all that stuff will get its views. And sometimes, they'll just blow away fast food over a long period of time. So that's why we keep beating our head against the wall making videos that get, like, no views when they come out. Screaming Sicilian. Is that a frozen pizza in a brown, like a brown box type wrapper, Andrew? I know people always go, well, come on, man, you don't really put that much thought into it. We're going to make the videos regardless. It's just like the ones that we make that feel more like they're a failure up front are usually the ones that are more of a winner. It's kind of like those versus videos. Other people caught on to this too. You put versus on something, it's evergreen. If you go to a fast food channel, everybody that does fast food reviews now has caught on to the fact, and it's happened like a lot for the last 3 weeks. If it's a slow day, go make a versus video because people love them. They may not get the views up front, but go look at any of them. They get probably like 50% more views because people still want to see a Big Mac versus like whatever, the fake Big Mac from Burger King. You'll watch that, whereas when something new comes out in fast food, you'll forget about it in 2 weeks and then it's gone. You're right in some respects, Trolls are. I looked at something. I was showing Q. When we hit 50,000 subscribers, we'd hit 50,000 and we had basically run off 50,000. We had accumulated 100,000, but we had basically insulted and ran off half of them. I'm very proud of that. Yeah, Packed Mouse, the very first one of these I did, where I sat down and just ate a sandwich live and was BSing with you guys. I just decided I wanted a foot-long Subway meatball. I don't know, like 6 months, a year ago. It's in the archives. But it was the first one I had in a long time, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I said the same thing like I always do a Big Mac. I may not eat a meatball sub for another 6 months, but when I have one, I'll go, why did I wait so long? They're always so good. So you're going to give us one of your Just for Views channels? I am when the first one hits. I've got one that's pacing to do like 500,000 in like 6 more weeks. When it gets there, just so, because I hate having to try to explain something to people and their eyes glaze over and they just go, well, you're just doing it for money. Well, I'm not making money. Well, you're just doing it for views. Yes, so I can test it. It's one of those things that like people really just are waiting to come at you for something, and I don't like to give them ammo. Besides, let me think of what a video would be. They're on average about 15 seconds long, and it gives you a factoid or a piece of information. Now, in some cases, I actually Who's the #2 streamer, gaming streamer on Twitch? Does anybody know? It's escaped my mind, but this guy called out one of my videos on one of those other channels. Because I'm still me, even if the videos are short, even if we're doing them for whatever. In fact, I'm more me on those videos because I don't care than I am here as far as language or opinions. He called one out, and it got like 12,000 views in like 30 minutes. This guy has like the power of God or something. Drake. No, not Ninja. Balthazar, something like that. Apparently, this guy is watching one of these channels and calling the videos out because it's happened a couple times. It's Papa Jerps. What's up, Papa? And see, I pulled him up on YouTube just because, like, you have all these comments. Dude sent me, dude sent me, dude sent me. And I looked up his YouTube gaming channel. He had like 1 million people. I was like, well, that's cool. And then like a week later, they were showing the 5 biggest Twitch live streamers. And I was like, I know that name. And it was Dude. And apparently that's where he had called us out, or me out. What are you doing today, Papa Jerps? No, I'm not going to give it up yet. I just think you guys would be hugely disappointed. I'm trying to think of a video. If I told you guys some videos that are doing really well, you would just go look them up and go, oh, that's the channel. Although, I bet one of you guys at least, there's people that know. Maybe Roland knows. Every once in a while, I'll post videos from the other channel on, like, the community of this channel. Or put them up for, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Just to see what people will do. And there's been plenty of people figure it out. Watching Give Me a Break. Like, Give Me a Break with, like, Nell Carter. From, like, the 80s. I've got to look at me and have a moment. Now, there I am looking at me, too. Where does Give Me a Break air at 9:49 Central on a Sunday morning in 2018? On Antenna TV, okay. I thought somebody was going to say, on YouTube, you dummy. Might as well be. Yes, you do reaction. Antenna TV. You know, this will sound like a commercial. I cut the cord a long time ago, guys, but Antenna TV, I guess, is free. I use a Roku box, and I've never looked back. I have more TV than I can watch with that thing. And, like, at one point, for internet and cable, I was paying, like, $180 a month. I got rid of, like, the cable. Even with Amazon, NFL subscription, WWE, Netflix, Hulu. I don't know, more crap than I could count. And, like, business class internet, I'm still saving $100 a month. Antenna TV. Let's see what we can do here through the magic of the internet. Do they have any wrestling on Antenna TV? That's what's important, Papa Jerps. Probably Ring of Honor. That's because they're on every crap hole. Let's see. Get rid of the cable, Papa Jerps. Get DirecTV. I swear, I'm not a pitch man. Get the DirecTV now. You can get, like, first 3 months, I'm getting like 65 channels for like $10 a pop. Even if it turns back over and I pay the full price, I think I'm paying like $35, which is way cheaper than what I was paying with cable. Dr. Zoom sneaking in. The only private channel I had was the one out of Mexico that had everything. And yeah, they killed those. But still, I don't know. Right now I can turn that thing on and fall down a hole and watch it all day, and it would be free stuff. What do you get on your... I got everything that was supposed to be on there, except tomato if you choose it, and the jalapenos looked rotten when I went tonight, or this morning. And so I couldn't bring myself to eat it. rotten jalapenos, so I went with bell pepper instead. The bell pepper held its weight. I got spinach instead of lettuce, and the spinach started to peter out halfway through the second 6-inch. But the bell pepper, it was, I'm glad I put it on there. Not kidding you, trolls are, because I've went through all of them. I went through Sling. I went through just, I don't know, all of them. Sling's the only one I can think of at the moment. But I'm currently on DirecTV now, and it has the package with all those channels on it. And MTV and MTV2 if you're so inclined. Comedy Central, where I'm at, got pulled off of our cable like 3 years ago, and it took the whole tier with it. Comedy Central came with that, MTV, like all the Viacom networks. And I can get it on here and still have like all kinds of channels. I ordered the Playboy channel. Your internet goes back to the 80s. Papa Jerps, check this out, man. You do know that the Roku does have you the ability that you can watch free. Just Google it, bro. It's there. There's like 2-3 active channels for that if that's your thing. But now remember, if other people have Roku boxes in the house or your mom has one and you're on the same account, the channel's going to pop up on her stuff. So just putting that out there to you. Hey, you guys. Berkshire Bacon Lover, BBL, has a channel. If you get in the mood to see a man eat some Roku, you don't even need, like, you know how they have like the USA Network and you have to have a USA Network subscription? They have an Adult Swim app or channel on the Roku that is freaking amazing. You don't need a subscription to any form of Adult Swim to get 3 out of the 4 channels. One of them, they have complete runs of like most of their channels. You just go in and just watch the episodes. They put commercials in it. They have another one that is whatever, like Life from William Street. It's not cartoons. It's actual people just doing weird crap constantly. And then they have just another channel playing whatever they want. And then they have like the live actual channel where you need the subscription. But the one channel where you can just go in through and watch anything in the history and every episode, that's all you need. Spice Channel. Yes, all those old school bad porn channels that you go to your friend's house and they'd have that satellite. Not this satellite, but this satellite that like was out in the yard. It was like a Dr. Evil device pointed up to take down satellites. And that was always, they always had the Spice Channel for some reason. Roseanne. Is that still on? Like, not the new one that they booted, but like the old one? Like, if it was worth it to me for her to come back and be there for a year, if she screws up so bad, they take everything she ever did and throw it in the ocean. And I'm not even getting political. I just always hated her. Always hated her. We had this conversation the other day, me and Q. She was famous when I was younger, and people, her claim to fame, people always said, well, she's just like everyone else you know. There's a reason I don't watch everyone else I know on TV. I don't need to see that. Not all of them. There is like 2 rogue channels floating around showing Roseanne. Like those, I'm trying to think. Do you know the network of channels where it's like the fake food channel, and then it's like the fake, I think Byron Allen owns them. I think they're on that those series of channels. Like they have the fake BET, fake CNN. It's probably on there. Well, I agree with you to an extent, Andrew. From the standpoint of the company, it's not so much what someone says anymore. It's like, dude, we're going to invest all this money in you. you just can't even take a chance. Just shut up. I mean, if me and little dude can manage not to say anything that offensive, somebody that's been in entertainment and should have better sense should just know better. So yeah. Chiller. All the made-for-TV horror you could ask for. That is not on the DirecTV Now app. At least not the version I have. Woo Pig Suey. Thanks, Peyton. Appreciate that. That's the other thing, dude. People are super triggered. But come on, man. I'm the first. I've been saying for years that people are way overly sensitive. What she said wouldn't have played 20 years ago. I was around 20 years ago. I'm telling you, people would have still taken offense. I think it was that what she said was almost more offensive than dropping like the N-word on somebody. I know, sounds crazy, but it was pretty offensive. Again, not to me because I'm not offended by anything, but I understand the concept of people being offended. Yes, Sam Kinison was just nothing but being offensive. It happened constantly, but there was no news cycle. Say, like in the 80s, you would even read like a news report where a celebrity would get fallen down drunk on the red carpet and barf on somebody. But you didn't get a video of it. You read it once and you moved on because life kept going. You had to go like get in the mine or something because it was like, 100 years ago. You didn't have a constant barrage. Like, even if you don't want to know about the Roseanne thing now, I don't even watch TV. I've seen more of that than I care to because you can't get away from it now. 80s and 90s, dude, you had to screw up huge. Like, Eddie Murphy picking up the, Hugh Grant getting the BJ in the car. Those are only two off the top of my head I can think of. And those went away and their careers were fine after. It wasn't that big a deal. People had a good laugh on it. There wasn't like video of the acts happening. What Albert said. In the cup is ice, vodka, and Mountain Dew. Pretty much ice right now. Well, I've eaten my sandwich. I've enjoyed you fine folks' company. I'm going to let you guys get out into the day and enjoy life. R. by Dwyer. That was, yeah. Just imagine what that would have been with Twitter. Hey man, nice shot. Dr. Zoom, always a pleasure. Don't know what the schedule is for reviews yet this week, guys. So if you come up with anything fast food wise, hit us up on social media because we need the help. I don't even have cereal. I've ran out, like my brain is empty of, I guess we're going to go find them damn Oreos. I mean, pumped to find those Oreos. Tastes like peanut butter. Can't wait. I don't know. Maybe we'll stick like a secret camera on Q and follow him around as he gambles in a casino. Nah, probably not a good idea. Alright. Thanks again. You guys take care. Those of you that watch the wrestling, 3 weeks away. To get to sit and watch me get drunk and watch wrestling for hours. It's an amazing experience. Good night, guys. Or good morning to those of you waking up. Adios, amigos. I really have considered doing the live stream of the room where it just sits here like this creepily for hours and days. But I haven't gotten around to it yet.